2 years ago, a New Zealand-born businessman stepped out of his comfort zone and into a run-down orphanage in East Timor. Kerry McCabe was in his 30s with a successful Sydney-based career in marketing, but he suddenly felt compelled to give something back. He travelled to a part of East Timor that had seen some of the most violent fighting of the war for independence. McCabe started using his influence to raise money for children who had been left homeless, parentless and hungry. Reporter Andrew Patterson accompanied McCabe on one of his many trips there.
Every time Kerry McCabe comes back here, he's greeted like a rock star. And the children have nicknamed him Commando, and it's easy to see why.
What you doing?
The 46 children have put on a concert in honour of this visit. McCabe has temporarily left his comfortable job in marketing in Sydney to travel here to Baguia. He says it's not what you do, but rather what you give that counts.
I got involved for a few reasons. Firstly, a belief that every child that is born on this planet as a right needs safety and security and love. And I'm in a very privileged position. I feel obliged to contribute and do anything and everything I can to make a difference in the lives of these beautiful young people.
Most of these children became orphans during the hostilities that occurred at the time of Indonesia's withdrawal from East Timor back in 1999. They came to the orphanage malnourished and often in need of medical care. McCabe's been coming here since 2005 after hearing about the problems the orphanage was facing. His charity auctions have raised more than $50,000, money that's gone into improving sanitation, water and providing a new roof for the orphanage.
You know, East Timor is on the doorstep of New Zealand, and they love Kiwis here. You know, that they love our culture. They read about us. They want to play rugby. I'd like to get an All Black out here, actually.
And if that ever happens, the welcoming party is already well rehearsed. East Timor is 95% Catholic, and the responsibility for the management of the orphans falls to Filipino priest Father Jojo.
I'm the father, so to say, of these 46 children. I'm lucky because I'm a priest. They have a high regard for the priests here. Hopefully, by instilling positive values and our friendly way of relating to them, they would change for a better.
Education is an important part of that change. The orphans attend the local school where there's an eagerness to learn. But right now, they only have power for a few hours in the evenings. But it's more than power they need. All the teaching resources we take for granted are lacking. Even the blackboard still bears the scars of the violence that took place here.
The conditions are still atrocious relative to the way young people live in New Zealand, but vastly improved. You know, they have a bed, they eat 3 times a day, they bathe.
Dinner at St Joseph's is usually fairly basic, but tonight is special because of the visitors. Much of the food is locally grown, but the rice is brought here from Dili, which is 5 hours away. It's brought with the money raised by Kerry and his colleagues. In time, Kerry has high hopes for the orphanage, including some special Kiwi touches.
I'd like to see a rugby field. You know, I would know that we'd been successful when we had some rugby posts up here. I would like to see, you know, more of an opportunity for the kids here to go to New Zealand to study and to see our beautiful country. And, you know, also have Kiwi kids come over here. It's amazing that the success of, you know, if we were to be able to bring Kiwi kids here to run the orphanage, to work with the kids, to work with us, and then to go back to New Zealand and realise what an amazing country they live in. it makes a difference in their lives and their confidence and their self-esteem.